Johnson. I'm the Religious Education Coordinator at Unitarian Universalist Church of St. Pete. We're going to get right on started with our lesson from May 17th. And before we even do that, you guys know the drill. We're going to get our chalice lit.
We come together for a moment out of time in a place made holy by our presence, to celebrate what is deepest and most true, to honor the beauty of our own heart's longing, to cultivate wonder, imagination, and the courage to act, and to care for one another. Please light your chalice. Our common chalice is now lit.
Love is the spirit of this church and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Meditation is from some of the words which are part of the door of growing up into adulthood. We use them for bridging ceremony for the seniors who are graduating high school. This door of growing up is a time when the congregation speaks its hopes into those of the youth. Let yourself relax, taking a nice, slow, deep breath, and then let it out. Breathe in and out, deep and slow. Imagine all of the hopes and love as the adults say these words to you seniors. May you be brave enough to expose your aching woundedness and reveal your vulnerability. Now, this story is called Old Joe and the Carpenter, an Appalachian tale of building bridges. The story is about the carpenter's work. The carpenter's work went smooth and fast. She did her measuring and sawing and her nailing. It was about sunset when Old Joe returned and the carpenter had finished her work. When Old Joe pulled up the wagon, his eyes opened wide and his mouth fell open. There wasn't a fence there at all. It was a bridge going from one side of the creek to the other. Now, the theme connection of this story, they wanted a fence, a protective threshold, but she built a bridge, creating a welcoming threshold. What are the architectures of our own relationships that represents fences and bridges? Hey guys, now that we're actually outside, I want you guys to actually take a moment and to look at observe the cycles in nature. Observe the way that the natural world has cycles and transitions of growing up. Are there insects and butterflies? How have they grown up? How about the new plants or new growth on trees? Do you hear more birds in the air? Do you see more baby squirrels? Pay attention to what happens around in nature, because our life, it's called love bugs. Apparently those are back. But everything flows in cycles. And it's like each cycle has a threshold into the new space. Like for instance, with school, we have school coming to a close with different grade groups. Going from kindergarten into elementary school, 1st and 5th grade, and then the threshold of stepping into middle school, 6th grade to 8th grade, and then the threshold of going into high school, 9th grade to 12th grade, and then that threshold, depending on what you choose to do after high school, college, military, internship, working, however which way that threshold actually looks for you. What is that next step? There's always a wonderful mystery that's on the other side of those doors. The most beautiful thing is just taking that step. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but one of my favorite lines of that movie was when young Miles Morales had asked the other Spider-Man, he asked him, well, when would I know that I'm ready? He said, you don't. It's actually just a leap of faith. So just stepping through that doorway, stepping through that threshold, and having faith in yourself and knowing that Everything that you need will be provided to you. Think about that. So looking into the reflection of today's lesson, one thing I would wonder if you guys actually have this, if you have measuring tape. Do you have any measuring tape? Like this perhaps. Measuring tape, make it fun. Measuring tape helps you mark on the wall how much you have grown. So today we reflect on another door of threshold, our monthly theme. That is the door of growing up. Growing up means crossing thresholds over and over. What thresholds take place this month, whether it be graduations, coming of ages, bridging, summertime, finishing 1 grade in school? What is that like? Do any of you guys have an older sibling that has finished a coming of age or a bridging? What was it like for them in their experience? What thresholds are you crossing this month? What ways are you growing up in your space? What are you experiencing right now? Are you learning to read? Are you going into the summer learning to finish a grade or maybe catch up on some work, even learn some more? Are you picking up another instrument? Are you learning to ride a bike? Are you learning a new sport? What is it that you're doing in this time? Because even though we're doing our summer school, our not summer school, but we're doing all of our education now online and virtually, what have you picked up? Is there anything that you may have picked up that's new? I think now is the perfect time to pick up a new instrument. I don't know, a new instrument possibly like this, for instance. I finally got my piano tuned after about a whole year of having it. It was a gift to me from my great aunt, and I finally got that. Also, another instrument, the guitar. Say the rest when I actually learn some more, learning skills and such. But what are you guys doing? What are things that we can do to expand on this time that we have been given? I'm going to just be totally honest. It's not been a time that I've been here on this planet Earth where we have been given so much time to just be. Everything is self-paced. There are some deadlines and other things, yes, but a lot of things have been really put in a space of self-pace. And just want to know how you guys are doing with your time. So share that with me. Send it to me by responding or commenting on this video. You can also reach me at re@uustpete.org. You can also respond to the newsletter parents. And a lot of the parents also have my cell phone number. So share with me, what are your families doing during this time? I would certainly like to know. Well, that marks the conclusion of our lesson today. We're going to conclude by extinguishing our chalice. Oh, and another thing, parents, please take a moment to do the Art Box survey. I'm putting together some lovely things for our students to get out as soon as I get enough people to put it in. I have a couple of boxes made already. It's a surprise. So if you look onto the RE Weekly newsletter, you'll see right at the top of the page on the left-hand column, it will say Art Box survey. And you just answer whether or not you don't mind receiving a package at your home. And after that, you just answer 4 questions. I promise it takes 30 seconds to complete. So get that in. And I hope to see you guys all next week. Later. May the longtime sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Blessed be, amen, shalom, and may it be so. I'll talk to you all soon. Goodbye.